I'm not trying to bring the audience down. That's not my point. But we have a young man. I received some news just a few hours ago. Really, it was a launch a couple hours ago. A young man named Damon Miller that has, since the days we were sitting on the porch out at Hooters back in 97, 98 on 1510, has been coming to our remotes. We had an open building policy for Damon. He'd just come by anytime he wanted. He'd hang out in our control room. He'd stand in the hallway. Everyone knows Damon. When he went to the University of Kansas, he was one of the what would they even call him? Not a trainer or statistician, one of the managers, right? One of the student managers on the bench. The student manager at KU. He and I had in common that we both went to Shawnee Mission North High School. One of the nicest dispositions of any young guy you'd ever want to meet. Played in a couple of turkey bowls, and I just learned a couple hours ago that Damon died on Saturday at age 30. He was diabetic, and I don't have all the information in, and I don't know when the services are, but I wanted to pass this along to our listeners because I know that many of you know him from some of our remotes and some of the events that we've had and been to, and we'll let you know later this week about the circumstances and the services. But really our hearts and prayers and thoughts go out to Damon's family. That's a, I can't sit here and tell you he was my best friend in the world, but, we got a lot of people that listen to the radio, listeners and whatnot, and you get a real affection for him. You don't ever get really, really close because there's just a lot of really nice folks out there.
Sometimes they're the face, the few people you do meet are the face of the people who are out there that you don't meet.
It's amazing, and I just think I thought the world of that young man, and I was stunned to hear that news earlier today, and we will pass it along because I know that a lot of you, and some of you we don't see as much anymore as we did in the early days. I saw Woody on Friday at Union Station. I hadn't seen him forever. He came by our remote down there, and we've all grown up a little bit. Some of you, when you first started coming, were maybe, I think a lot of them were, well, in Damon's case, he was 22, 23. I think a lot of guys that age were either just out of college, maybe didn't have work yet, or were finding their way, and then, we get older and you get more responsibilities, and some of these young guys have families now, and we don't see them and whatnot, but we'll let you know about Damon, because I know that a lot of you out there have seen him in a lot of our events, and it's just a tragic news that we received today, or I received today, about Damon, and we'll let you know on that.